Welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be showing you my demo of my final 15112 project. It's going to be a simulation of an operating system implemented in Python using the tkinter library for the graphical user interface. So firstly here we can see we have our login window. We can enter a username and password. If we enter the username and password of an existing user and try to register, we get our error. The user already exists, so let's make a new user. As you may tell by the login sound and also the background, this is inspired by Windows XP, a lot of the design. So we can see here in the bottom right, we have our date and time. In the bottom left, we have our start button, which opens up our applications. So let's open up Notepad. As we can see in Notepad, it's just a classic Notepad. We can write, then we can copy, we can go down a few lines, we can paste over there, or we can cut this and then paste it over here. So it has all the basic editing. And then if we wish to save our file, we can save it to our users directory where all of their files will reside. And then if we, for example, open up a new file and we try and open an existing file from a user directory, as we can see, we can open it, and yeah, so the text is loaded into our file and the window name is changed. Now if we go on to our calculator, you're all familiar with it. It's a very simple implementation, so we can just do all the normal calculations. As you can see, we can also do mod, and then if we write this number, raise to the power of 2, that's an invalid, so it just clears. And then we say 88 squared minus 2.5, and then we can also, so you see we can delete, and if we wish we can clear the whole calculation. Next we'll be looking at Paint. So this is my implementation of Paint. As we can see, we can draw on it different thicknesses. We can also change color. So if we select, let's say, green, we can draw on it with green, draw a snake. And we also have a rubber, which width we can also customize. So if we rub this out, yeah, as we can see right there. And now for Paint, we can also save our file. Let's say Paint1, also in our user directory. And then later on, if we wish to, let's say, make a new file, so we can create a clear canvas, and now we want to open a file, we can actually select a file, and it will load up, as you can see, our painting, and also change the name of the window. So now if we close that, we go into our game, classic implementation of Snake. The goal is to get as many points as you can. You get points by eating the golden coins, and the snake gets longer for each coin you eat. So if we leave the canvas, like I'm about to do, you lose. And obviously, if the snake eats itself, there we go. If the snake eats itself when it gets long enough, you also lose. So we're about to see that. Yeah, so right there, the snake ate itself. So there we go. And our score is 80 now. And if we go to browser files, this actually allows us to see, so all the files we have already created, we can actually open up. So here we opened up our previous text in Notepad. And if we browse our files again, we can open up our painting too. So there we go. And we can also run our calculator right there. So we can have all of our windows at the same time. And now lastly, we can also, so here we have circles.py. It's a file that the professor created near the start of the semester, teaching us how to use the TK interlibrary. And we can see that if we just drop this Python file into our user directory, the user can then actually, going back to the OS, browse their files and open up this file, actually opening up the program within the simulation. And as we can see here, it does exactly what it's supposed to, so creating circles that float around inside this container. And that is about it. Here we're about to shut down. I'd like to thank you for your time and hope that you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day.